Don River, where he'd grown up in a big happy family. It was the south of Russia, close to the Azov Sea. He dreamed of becoming a musician, but he damaged his hand. For himself and his friends, he still played and wrote music. He met his first wife in an amateur theater group. When his daughter was born, he wrote and dedicated a short play to her. But that peaceful and happy life came to an abrupt end.
Фашистские агрессоры жестоко просчитаются в своих разбойничьих планах.
At the start of the war, he joined the army. Tough battles, retreats. They were surrounded by the enemy and captured near Vyazma in western Russia. His family received news of his death.
Через некоторое время ко мне приходит
After some time, I received news that several people had tried to escape from the camp through the toilet, having cut through the barbed wire barriers. They told me the names of the people, and Weispapier was one of them. I called him to come talk to me. And right there, in front of Luka, we got into a heated argument. He says, "You're going to sit here courting a young lady while we'll wait for who knows what, doing nothing." It was a serious argument, and I said to him, "If anyone tries to escape, and I'll make sure that that place by the toilets is guarded, they will be destroyed immediately, because we can't allow two people to escape, and as a result, have the rest of us destroyed."
Чтобы уничтожили весь лагерь. Мы не имеем права это делать. Он ушел.
We will not do that.
Luka у меня спрашивает.
He left. Luka asked me, Sasha, what were you talking about with him? I said, "You know, Luka, it's our business. We had a fight, and that's it."
Спорили это, и все. Она говорит, неправда. Я знаю, о чем ты говорил. Так к моему отцу приходили люди.
She says, "It's not true. I know what you were talking about. That's how people came to talk to my father, as if to drink tea together, to listen to records. But in fact, they were talking about their business." I, of course, changed the subject. But when she was ready to leave, I got scared. What if she would tell her mother or someone else? And that would be a threat to our efforts. So I said to her, "Luka, I ask you not to say a word to anyone about what you heard." She jumped up. All in tears, she yells, I was 8 years old. They beat me in the Gestapo offices. But I didn't give away, Father. Do you really think I can betray you? And she ran off.
Немцы очень любили слушать советские песни. Им было безразлично.
The Germans loved to listen to the Soviet songs. They didn't care which songs we sang. Of course, they loved Katyusha best of all. As we marched to the camp, we sang Soviet songs. Then, on the fourth or fifth day, I know because in 6 or 7 days, I didn't go to work anymore. The underground committee hid me in the carpentry shop so that I had less contact with the Germans, so that they wouldn't pay attention to me. So we lined up near the guards' barracks, started walking, just having left the first camp. And Frenzel says, "A song! A song!" Shabayev turns to me and asks, "What should we sing?"
Поворачивается ко мне Шубаев и спрашивает, что петь?
It was always Cybulski who started our singing, who was later killed in a partisan detachment. When we left the first camp, I noticed that the chief guard, Greshut, had a bandaged arm. I asked, why is he bandaged? And they explained that when he left for vacation, there was a bombing incident, and he was hit by our plane's bombs. And so we started singing the aviation march, flying higher and higher.
Да, была бомбежка. И он попал под бомбежку. Тогда, когда они сказали, что петь, я говорю, пейте, пойте. Выше и выше и выше.
Those prisoners who survived Sobibor sing the March of Soviet Aviation, a song from the 1930s, a time full of enthusiasm and belief in the nation's bright future.
Сразу догадался, потому что он побледнел, схватил плеть, и ворвался в нашу колонну и начал всех избивать плетью.
He figured it out immediately, turned white, grabbed the whip, and started beating us. Frenzel laughed. Then he sent him away, telling us all to get back to work. On the battlefields across Europe, Africa, Asia, in the Pacific, millions of people were fighting the Nazis and their allies. Every day, thousands of lives were lost. 1943 saw a breakthrough. Nazi Germany was being defeated on all fronts. Politicians tried to agree on the future of the world. Meanwhile, in the Sobibor concentration camp, several hundred prisoners were dreaming about life. Each hour lived was a blessing. October 14.
И было решено так.
And it was decided this way. At 3:30, I called together all those who were directly